Welcome to the Master Passive Income Show. I'm Dustin Heiner, and I'm here to help you learn how to quit that J.O.B, that just over broke job, by investing in real estate rental properties so you never, ever have to work a job again. Now, today, I'm going to talk to you all about what I would do if I were living that just over broke job, living paycheck to paycheck, how I would use that to then become an investor. How to become a multi-million-dollar investor by investing in real estate rental properties, by making sure that you build the business first and become super successful investing in real estate. All right, let's start the show.
Welcome to the Master Passive Income Podcast, where we talk about investing in real estate rental properties with a special focus on making enough money so you can quit your job and live the dream life. And now, here is your host, Dustin Heiner.
And there is something that I love to say almost every single show. In fact, I probably do say this every single show. But the fact that when we are working for somebody else, we're working 1 hour and we're getting paid for that 1 hour. We are living also just over broke. We're working that job, living just over broke, because what you got to realize is that your boss is only paying you enough to keep you working without taking money out of their pocket, but not so much that makes you want to quit. And so you need to realize that the value that you are worth, like you as a person are worth so much more than anybody could ever pay you. Because like I said, your boss would never pay you so much more that's going to take money out of their pocket. Why would they do that? They got you working to make them money. Now, what we're going to be doing as we're investing in real estate is we're going to look at our own value. And with you listening to me right now, I want you to know that your value is so much greater than anybody could ever pay you. And what you need to do is to put your own value on yourself. Your value comes from inside yourself, maybe your family. Mine comes from my God. So my value is so much greater than just my just over broke job. And whenever anybody would ask me what I did for a living, basically, they're asking me what the value was that I put on myself. I told them I work for the county and I did IAT work. Well, that just shows that little value that I put on myself because I'm putting it in my job. No longer should we ever use our job as a means to value ourselves. You listening to this, do not put the value for yourself in your job. It comes from so many other places. And this is the reason why I started Master Passive Income, was because when I was investing in real estate, I realized I was working one time and with that one time getting paid over and over and over again, and literally will not stop getting paid until I actually sell the house, and which is what I'm going to do, give it to my kids. So they're going to continually make money. And I thought, my goodness, I am mastering passive incomes. I literally don't do work. I build the business first. I make sure that other people are running the business. From there, I literally do not do a thing. In fact, you guys have heard me probably say this many times, but I work maybe 15 to 20 minutes a month. Not a day or a week, but a month, because all the people do the work for me. And I want to show you how I would actually go from being broke or living just over broke to actually being an investor, making money, having plenty of money, and actually becoming wealthy and rich. Now, there's an acronym I love to actually share with everybody because we all have one of these. We've always had these. It's called a JOB. You have a job. I had a job. Now I'm successfully unemployed. But JOB stands for just over broke. Now, when you're working a job, you're living just over broke because your boss is paying you just enough to keep you working without quitting and not getting fed up and then storming out the office, but not so much that is going to take money out of their pocket that's going to hurt their profits or hurt the shareholders' profits or whatever it might be. So you're living just over broke. What you want to do is, instead of living just over broke, you want to become an investor. You want to make passive income. You want to have your money work for you. You want to be like the rich and the wealthy. Let me show you exactly how to do that. Now, what I want to show you is how I would literally go from being broke, living a just over broke job. In fact, some people say, well, I live just under broke. I'm going into debt. Well, we're going to fix all that. Now, all these things, I'm going to jump in it right now and say that this is not a get rich quick scheme. In fact, this is a get wealthy plan. I'm showing you how to do things slowly. Getting rich slowly is so much better than anything else in getting rich, because if you're getting rich fast, what you're going to find is just like those people who win the lottery. They'll win $100 million, but within a year and a half, or maybe 2 years, at 3 years at most, they're literally broke. They are bankrupt because they don't have these financial understanding and knowledge in their brain. And I'm going to show you exactly how to go from being just over broke to actually becoming a wealthy investor, and also walk you through how I did it. First thing that I would do, and I encourage you to do, is make sure that you are working the best job possible. Work the best job possible that's making you the most money. If you need to get another job, do that. You want to make the most money possible from your current job. It could be going to your boss and saying, hey, boss, I do a fantastic job for you. And because of me, you have this, this, and this. I take care of this, this, and this. And your business is doing so much better. If you don't have me, it's going to get worse. If you do all that, hopefully they'll give you a raise. If you get a raise, you can then save that money for future investing. Now, that's what number one I would do is I would try to make more money in my current job. So as I'm making money, I want to make more of it. Absolutely, the next thing you need to do is pay yourself first. Put money in your pocket first. I have a whole entire video on paying yourself first, how to do it, the right way to do it, how to make money and get wealthy doing that, paying yourself first. Check the link in the description for the way to pay yourself first. And in paying yourself first, you're trying to get to where you're paying yourself 10%. That paying yourself is putting into a savings account, one that's making you money, or a CD, or someplace that's holding that cash to invest in the future. If you're making $100 a month, you want to make sure you're saving $10. If you're making $1,000 a month, you want to save $100. So 10% is what you want to work to. That's the next thing I would do is I would actually start paying myself first. Start saving. The thing that you should do is you should start getting out of debt. So what you're going to want to do is use the snowball method, where you're going to be making a snowball and you're standing on top of a hill. There's snow all in front of you. You toss it down the hill. And then as it starts going faster and faster, it's going to grab more snow. As it goes down the hill, it'll get faster, bigger, faster, bigger, faster. That is how it's going to be when you're paying off your debt with the snowball method. So the thing I want to do after I'm getting out of debt, I also want to make more money. I strongly encourage you to do this. Instead of getting a part-time job, a second job, which it's okay to get a second job because we need to make more money. The second thing we need to do is make more money, and I suggest starting a side hustle. Now, if you need to get a second job, totally fine. Do that. We need to save more money for investing. We're going to invest that money. We're going to put that money, as we're making more money, into rental properties. We're going to buy single-family homes that make us $250 or more in passive income every single month. And I have 30 plus properties now, and they all make me a minimum of $250 a month. Some are making $500 or $600 or $700 a month in passive income. Wouldn't it be great if you had $250 a month in passive income from one property? That's $3,000 a year increase in your income from one property. Now imagine if you had 10 properties. That is $2,500 a month in passive income, and that's $30,000 a year in passive income. If you had 20, that would be $60,000 a year in passive income. That's what we're working towards. We're saving our money, making more money, saving our money, getting out of debt to buy rental properties. Remember, this is a get wealthy plan. It's not a get rich quick scheme. We're going to work at it. It's going to take time, but when you're done, it took me 6 years to eventually have enough money to quit my job. I replaced my income. I got like $9,500 in gross rents after 6 years. I think the total passive income was $6,500 in 6 years. You can absolutely do this too. Now, I do want to show you how to do this. I want to give you my real estate investing course absolutely for free. If you check in the description, go to masterpassiveincome.com/free course. Masterpassiveincome/free course. Get my free real estate investing course where I'm going to show you how to find an area of the country to invest. We invest all over the country. Me and my students, we invest all over the country. And I'll show you how to do this remotely, finding new areas of the country to invest, finding the right properties, buying them where you save money, and you make $250 a month in passive income. And it's an automatic business. Masterpassiveincome.com/free course. And you could also text me. Text the word rental, RENTAL, to 33777. Do that, and I will literally send you my free real estate investing. The next thing I would do after I start a side hustle is I would keep working that side hustle, keep working my other job, and save that money into a good bank account. Now, I personally prefer CIT Bank. It's actually, check the link in the description. I'll have everything in the description. Again, everything is always in the description for you. But go to CIT, go there and save your money there. That's where I literally save all my money because they have the best interest rates. Every single time I try to look for another bank with better interest rates, I think one time it was like 2.4% in a savings account. Isn't that crazy? So go to masterpassiveincome.com/CIT. It'll take you right to the bank and you get set up right away and store your money there. Next thing on top of that, what I would want to do is continually build my side hustle. Whatever my side hustle is, let's say it's buying things and selling them on eBay, or finding things in the thrift store, selling them on eBay, or selling them on Craigslist, or driving for Uber. Well, that's not really a side hustle, but let's say you start a YouTube channel, you start making money, you start a podcast, you start making money, writing books. We want to start having a side hustle. So we have our job, then we're going to buy rental properties. Then we have a side hustle. So we have these 3 different ways that we're making money. We want to have as many streams of income as possible. Pretty soon we'll have a river of income coming from our rental properties. Each property making us $250 or more in passive. The next thing, after everything else, I'm going to save up to $10,000, if not more. My goal is to get to $10,000 saved, because once you get to $10,000, you can actually really start investing in real estate. Now, there are, I guess, no and low money down ways that you can invest, but they're so hard. There's a reason why nobody ever does it, because they're so hard. Once you have your business built, once you have properties, then I can show you, I can literally coach you how to actually do this, where you are utilizing no and low money down options. Let me give you an example. One of my coaching students, his name's Charles, he did a fantastic job. In 7 months, he had 6 units. In 7 months, can you believe that? Started, and then 7 months later, bought property after property after property. Now he has 6 units. One of those, he even bought with little to no money down. In fact, he got private money. He got a hard money lender. He got a commercial loan, a residential loan. He got all these other different loans, put all together, bought the property, no money out of his own pocket. But that was because he had the business. He had the experience, he had the knowledge, and the network. So once we have that, then we can do the no and low money down. But right now, you want to save to $10,000. That's the main goal, is to get to $10,000. And my coaching students, actually, I'll tell you this. I don't take on any coaching student that does not have $10,000 in savings to invest for real estate, because it's so hard if you have less than that. But if you have that, I can literally show you how to do that, where you're buying properties, making money first. Now, then that's the next thing I'm going to do, as I'm going to buy that first property. Now, here is the key that you must do this. You cannot skip this step. All that money you make in passive income, you need to save that for future investing. Like, absolutely, you do not spend that money at all for anything. You put that $250 or more away in your CIT savings account and save that money, because you have your money from your job, your money from your side hustle. Now you have your money from your rental properties that is making that amount of money saved to buy the next property even larger, even larger. In fact, you want to get to the point where you have so much money where you're buying like a $50,000 property in cash, getting it rented out, and then you're refinancing. It's called the BRRRR, the BRRRR strategy. I've done this many times. In fact, my first property back in 2006, this is literally how I bought my first property, was the BRRRR strategy. I didn't know I was doing it or what it was called, but that's what I did when I did back in 2006. Now, we do this all the time. We want to get to where we have the ability to do the BRRRR strategy. That's the number one thing us as investors want to get to. We want to be able to buy them cash, refinance, pull the cash out, then use it all over again. I've recycled my money over and over and over again. In fact, I even have a huge video where I show 14 different ways to get funds or get money to finance your properties. So check in the link in the description for that video. There's so many different ways, like literally 14 different ways that I have literally used or my students have used to buy properties. Now, as you're getting your funds and you watch that video, you're getting all your funding ready, then you start scaling the business. You buy one property, then you save that money. Then you buy another property, you save that money. Then you find ways to get more financing. Remember, again, watch that video where I show the 14 different ways, but you're going to have so many different ways and options to continually buy the next property. When you buy that next property, then that next property, then that next property, pretty soon, once you have 10 properties, you're making $30,000 a year in passive income. Imagine you save that $30,000, you have that $30,000 to buy that next property. Then you buy more properties, then you get to 20 properties, and you have $60,000 to buy that next property. It's amazing. Like I said, it's a snowball. It gets bigger and bigger. This passive income gets bigger and bigger, because as long as you save that money for the next property, you're going to keep growing that business. So scale the business. That's the next thing you want to do. Then you can quit your job, because you have enough income coming in from your properties that you do not need to work. In fact, I quit my job when I was 37 years old. Like, no kidding, 37 years old. And I realized I'm losing money working this job, even though I was making like $75,000 a year, I was still losing money. Now that I've quit my job, I make so much more money. I work one time and I get paid over and over again. This is fantastic. If you get started on this Get Wealthy plan, you will become wealthy. And that is it for today. Go ahead and get my free real estate investing course. Text the word rental to 33777. RENTAL to 33777. You can also join my Real Estate Wealth Builders group coaching. Get all my courses, all for a low monthly fee. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next show. See ya.